For the analysis of dumping economic effect of dumping, the condition for this long-term implementation of dumping. Dumping is classified as three types: accidental, predatory, and long-term. If it's accidental dumping and predatory dumping, the reason is easier to understand. And the former is to clean up the remaining goods, so the cost is not considered. The latter is thinking of the rising price after crowding out foreign competitors to make up for dumping losses with no monopoly profits. And the long-term dumping has more complicated reasons. A lot of long-term dumping receive government subsidies and indirectly or directly. And as a result, producers can lower their domestic price. It's even lower than the cost price of exports commodities. And the loss and can get compensation from the government subsidies. The dumping of economic effect and economic effect of exports subsidies, the economic effect are almost the same. However, in the development of industrial international trade, and this is a there is there there are the tronic dumping without any subsidies. Moreover, this means dumping for tronic means they last forever without any subsidy. They still dumping. And in addition, when the exports setting the export price lower than the domestic price is the way that firms to achieve their profit maximization. And to make this kind of long-term dumping without government subsidies possible. Is possible, but it must be done under the following conditions. First, the enterprise exporters exported commodity, the firm should have some monopoly power. That is, when the firm facing an incomplete competition market, imperfect competition market, the exports change the enterprise will have an impact on the market price. And the enterprise exporting commodity face less demand elasticity. The exporting commodity, the enterprises and exporting commodity face less demand elasticity than in foreign countries when they face in the foreign countries. That is the demand curve of exports enterprise. The demand curve of the domestic exporting firms is steeper than in the foreign markets. This condition always exists because the enterprise generally face fewer competitors. In the foreign markets, in the domestic market than in the foreign market. This means in the domestic markets, the competitor is less, but in the foreign markets, the firm usually has a greater competition. And exporting countries set a high enough trade barrier to foreign goods. This condition is obvious. Otherwise, exports price sold abroad at less than domestic price will low back. That's a low that will flow back to the exporting country because if the on the foreign market the price is lower than the domestic price, the exported commodity will flow back to the exporting country. Only if the trade barriers, the height of the trade barriers is equal to the price difference between the two markets, the domestic and the foreign markets, this difference price can be maintained. So they should have the trade barriers set at the height equal to the difference of the prices to maintain these prices in the different markets. So that's its long-term dumping conditions should exist in those three conditions. As long as those three conditions are met, the long-term dumping will not only to make the exporters suffer a loss, but also the producers pursue the means of maximum profits. The economic analysis of this dumping effect. So in the impose of anti-dumping duties and exporters' commitments. These anti-dumping measures include the anti-dumping duties and the exporters' commitments. First is the impose of anti-dumping duties. The dumping makes the market price of importing countries lower than the normal price. And the consumers of the importing countries can naturally gain, but the producers of importing countries are bound to suffer some loss. And the total effect depends on the different type of dumpings. And predatory dumping is obvious a great threat to the producers in the importing countries. Or after the enterprise of the exporting countries squeeze the importing countries, squeezing the importers out of the markets. The consumers in the importing country will be in the predatory position. Therefore, the government of exporting countries should take measures to stop such dumping. In this sense, it's very necessary to levy the anti-dumping duties. If it is accidental dumping, the producers in the importing country will not be the materially harmed, but the consumers can enjoy the high quality and inexpensive imported goods. Therefore, the government should allow such dumping. If the long-term dumping is subsidized by the government, its effect and the economic effect of the anti-dumping duty imposed by the government are similar to the economic effect of subsidies and countervailing duties. Here we analyze the economic effect of anti-dumping duties imposed by the government on the monopoly enterprise in pursuit of the maximum profits. The anti-dumping duties of monopoly enterprises, whether large or small, are likely to gain maximum net income at the same time, considering the importer if progress producers caused by the rise of the domestic price gap. And anti-dumping duties net income will be bigger. Moreover, the anti-dumping duty is a kind of right to resist the unfair competition. The measures of governments is more justified, and the future as a result may and many governments are on the anti-dumping problems. In fact, from above analysis, it can be easily seen that regardless of existing of dumping, if there is a monopoly, tariffs can make its net income. Therefore, many governments in the world often use the name of the anti-dumping to levy this duty on the importers who are not dumping. As a result, many anti-dumping policies are not so much anti-unfair competition measures as most effective and trade protection weapons.